If tomorrow all the things were gone, I'd work for all my life, and I had to start again with just my children and my wife. I thank my lucky stars to be living here today.
How I got you on the show.
Because the flag still stands for freedom, and they can't take that away. I love all these.
Don't give up that daytime
intros.
job.
Hey, I'm not trying to give it up. I'm just trying to prove upon it.
Wow. Nobody does it better than Lee Greenwood.
Let me tell you, that's always one of those great, great, great songs right there. So we're having a great time speaking all about our veterans and all the great products and all the great services that Brittany K offers. And we're going to be talking about some loans here in a little bit. But first up, we actually have Z-Force Moving in the house.
And that is Troy Zapalac.
That is correct. Troy, how you doing, bud?
I'm great. How are you?
Very well. Let us know a little bit about who you are and what you do.
We are a moving company. We have had the honor and privilege to work with Brittany K. Martinez. And she reached out to us because we do a lot for veterans, active or retired military, and also first responders and educators as well.
You know, one of the things that I'd heard, and I know this for a fact, y'all have a very, y'all cater very well to the veterans. That is correct. You have a program you do specifically for the veterans. You cater very well to the veterans.
Yes.
Talk about that.
Yes, we do. We do 30% off their total move, just because we feel like we want to give something back. They've served us, and as you heard from Brittany, it's a very hard process for them. It's quick. There's a lot of stress. That's part of our company motto is relax. We've got your move. That's our tagline. We want to take the stress out of moves, and we definitely want to help. And it's our way to give back to veterans. And we also do the work with the Wounded Warriors. For the last 2 months, we've taken $20 of each move, and in August, we'll be presenting a check to Wounded Warriors.
And the Wounded Warriors Project is an amazing. Denzel Washington, for example, is very well involved in that. And talk a little bit about Wounded Warriors and what that project is, and what got you involved in that one.
And we just wanted an organization to give back to. In reading up, and everyone is probably very familiar with what they do in serving our veterans and our military coming home from overseas. We just felt like we wanted to give back, not only with the discount for our active military and veterans, but also to an organization that can do a little bit more for them than what we can provide. We're here to offer a service and take care of those guys on a daily and weekly basis, and they've got a far, far greater outreach than we do, but we try to do our part here locally in Houston. We also serve the state of Texas in long distance as well.
What are the challenges that are faced to a veteran when you first get contacted by them? Is it usually like, hey, I just got my orders and I got to move today?
Yes, something like that. Yeah, it's very quick, and a lot of times we don't even we just go sight unseen. We'll just show up and move, and the one we did most recently, it was very quick. I think we had, I worked with Brittany on that one. We had, a 3-day turnaround? It literally was from the phone call to the second day we were there moving them, and I think we got them moved in a 4-bedroom house in about 4 hours in the heat.
Oh, my.
Wow.
So it was a good experience.
Wow. That's amazing. But to be able to react that way is phenomenal.
We move fast, and, we're a small business, but as myself, as the owner, those type of moves I get involved in. There's a lot of times I'm pulled in different directions, but with those, I feel I take pride in what we're representing when we're out there. And my guys work hard every day, and I generally put my best crews and best number of people on those jobs. Very efficient, make it easy for them. We interact, laugh with the customer, ask questions, joke around with them. We just like to have a good time with it. And, I take a big pride in helping them out.
No, speaking.
Everybody's got a question.
Speaking of great experience, I think we have somebody calling in, and it says right here that we have a Sammy calling in that wants to speak to Troy. Sammy, are you online?
Yes, I am. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
Very well, thank you. I know you've been holding a little bit, and I think you wanted to call in and say something or speak to Troy in regards to your experience with Z-Force Moving.
Yes. Troy, we hired Troy 2 months ago, and for our moving, and we were moving a semi 3.5 bedroom house, and it was a 2-story house. And oh my God, I don't have any words to say. They are amazing. And his employees and him by himself, it was just, we did not have to do anything. Like he said in his introduction that you relax, we move, that exactly what he does. We did not have to touch anything at all to help them move. They moved everything for us. And also, like always I had to say that, okay, this is going to the truck, or this is going to the house, or this is going to the storage. That's all we have to say. So everybody was very polite, very courteous, and they knew what they're doing. And I recommend everybody in town to hire Z-Force Moving for sure.
Well,
and Troy is the best.
That is awesome. You
Thank
can't
you,
get a better
Sammy.
testimonial than that, let me tell you.
Thank you, Sammy. It was our pleasure. Like I said, we had a great crew, and we enjoyed moving you. That was quite an experience, and we actually managed in that move. They were selling some, oh gosh, it had to be the biggest bedroom set I've ever seen in my life. We took it apart, and the people that bought it wanted to come over and move it. So while we're doing our thing, I looked up, and these 3 gentlemen were trying to move this massive dresser down the stairs, and I'm like, guys, get over there and help them before they kill themselves. So if you're not familiar with how to move things, Sammy, I'm glad we could help you out. Please hire a mover. If not my company, someone else, because it can get dangerous. You can damage your merchandise. You can hurt yourself. And,
yes, absolutely. And that's why we kind of decided to sell that furniture. It was too heavy for us to move. And the people who bought it, they kind of took advantage of that, knowing that a mover's coming in. And so I'm just blessed that I had the best movers that did not damage my house.
thank you.
Well, Sammy, thank you very much. We appreciate you calling in. It's always great to have individuals who, number one, listen to the show, but number two, talk to our great guests about the great experiences they've had.
Thank you. You're welcome. You guys have a nice day.
Thank you,
Likewise,
Sammy.
Sammy.
Thanks for
Thank you
calling
very
in.
much. We're going to go right into a second call, actually. We have another individual who's called in right here. Her name is Jessica, and she's looking to ask, I guess, a couple of questions about Z-Force and how far you go. Jessica, you there? Hello, Jessica.
I just wanted to thank you, Troy, for what you do for the vets.
Thank you.
You're greatly appreciated. Not a lot of people do consider the vets and what they do. I really think that it means a lot.
Thank you.
Especially having families who have been in the military. But I wanted to know, what is the distance that you all travel?
Thanks for the question, and thank you for calling in. We go anywhere. In fact, next week we're moving a couple back to Shreveport, Louisiana. We did a job to Virginia a couple of months ago. So we will go anywhere. It doesn't matter on a moment's notice. Generally long-distance moves, I'll walk through, take an inventory. I'll write you up an estimation. Try to work with you if you're handling on a budget with a company move or something like that. Definitely, we can take you anywhere. We are local, long-distance, state of Texas. It does not matter. We travel anywhere you need to go.
Oh, okay. All right. And if we wanted to get in contact with you, how does that?
Yeah, absolutely. Give your number up.
Jessica, my number is 832-452-7610. And we do a lot on social media with Facebook. In fact, that's probably our number one primary source of advertising, because I'm, as the owner, very interactive with my customers on Facebook, through phone calls, through texting, through emails, that sort of thing. I kind of put a personal touch on it. You can go to my Facebook website, which is www.facebook.com/ZForce Moving.
Okay. Well, I'll go ahead and definitely get in contact with you pretty soon. I
All
really
right.
appreciate it.
Well,
Thank you very
Jessica.
much, Jessica.
Thank you.
That's always good to get calls like that, and one of the things we talk about, most people don't realize how important it is to have a good quality mover. And in your case, one that also gives back to the vets is even better. But
our recurring theme is Hire a professional.
Hire a professional.
And if you think hiring a professional is expensive, hire an amateur.
Yeah. that is absolutely true
I
there.
have said so many times that there's, without a brilliant, an amazing mover, I have zero desire to ever go anywhere because I absolutely hate the process.
I hate it too, and I'm in the business. But it's what we do, and it's a need for people out there. And like I said, people can hurt themselves.
Yeah.
And what would take 3 guys in a case of beer on a weekend 8 hours can take us 4 hours. And you can sit back and
what could go wrong?
laugh
with
and
a
joke.
beer,
Right. You get to enjoy your beer and watch us sweat.
Back in my young life, I made the mistake of owning a truck, and I got suckered into that more times. Hey, man, I pizza and beer, dude. Come on over. And just, hey, we're going to have a good time. Just got through a few things to move. And 8 hours later, you're drenched in sweat and everything else. And, like, I don't want your stinking pizza. I'm going home, man.
A case of water would be best.
Yeah. So I will never own a truck again. So I wised up to that. Have a small hatchback. I can't even fit much
you
in
can
there.
fit a box in there. That's it.
Yeah. You don't want me.
I'll take over your box of China. That's it.
That's it.
And then I'm finished.
I'm small. I have a small car. I'm of no use to you.
We're kind of coming up against a break again, so I thought we'd get his contact information
Yes,
one more time.
yes. And by the way, when just a while ago when Jessica asked for your phone number, never be shy about giving it out on air.
Sure. Well, I'm also too a radio virgin, so it's don't know the rules here.
No, absolutely. So how can we reach you again?
It's 832-452-7610, and that's Z-Force Moving. And if you want to reach out to us on Facebook, it's www.facebook.com/Z-Force Moving.
And that is Troy Zapalac.
That
of
is
Z-Force.
That is correct, with Z-Force Moving, and a big supporter of our vets, by the way. So if you're out there, remember
30%?
30%, that is
awesome.
correct, and a big supporter to Wounded Warriors. We are coming up against a break. We will be right back again with both Troy, Brittany K. Martinez, and the great John Altick, who will be calling in. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.